I'm going to ask you guys first question here, okay? First question. What does your dad do?
I do remember that season of life that we were in, and I think at around that point we were somewhere between 4 and 5 years married, and I had already kind of been living the life of wife to an aspiring artist and waiting for, you know what I think it was? Because we had discussed that when we got married, we would give the whole music career like a 5-year time frame and see where it went. And I think in my mind, I was already seeing it not being where we would have hoped it to be at that point. And I was kind of like, okay, so like, what's the plan from here? And I feel like on our podcast, we've often talked about, on the How Married Are You podcast, we've often talked about how like, I tried to get Glenn to become a teacher, go back to school, do all the things, and that just was not working. And so at that point, I was like, okay, so like, what is it that you're going to do? Like, what is this? At the time, I enjoyed my career, I was teaching, I was having fun and doing all the things, but it was a bummer, like when Glenn would come home from work and not want to talk about the day, like, please don't ask me about my day, it was horrible, I hate my job, type thing. And so I wanted the same thing for him. And so I think the question came from a place of like wanting more for him and wanting more for our family, and me just being a planner and all the things, I just kind of want to know where we're going.
I remember that time of my life being loyal to someone else's vision, loyal to a community, but not really loyal to myself or my family. I can definitely say that music was not working out. There were too many variables that I couldn't control, and I had this immense amount of dad guilt when I would leave and travel around the country to make money. It just wasn't working. Hey yo, what's up? This is Beleaf from Fatherhood. This is how I make my vlogs. Dude, I just put you in the car. How you gonna fall asleep? Wake up, Raya.
Hey Google, turn 2 lights to red.
Sure, changing 3 lights to red.
Yeah, red is red.
You freaking kidding me, yo? I'm stupid for leaving this out. But you shouldn't have touched this.
Hello, and welcome to the How Married Are You podcast.
Why do you want to do a podcast?
Because I like talking to you, and it just means I get to spend time with you.
Who did it?
Well, you did. No, you did it. No, you did it. No, you did it.
We didn't have a budget for production, so I used broken iPhones. The screens were cracked, but the cameras still worked. It was obvious that the biggest stage I would ever stand on is in my living room, but I would spend most of my time in the garage.
Ready, set, fire!
It's okay to get help. It is okay to get help.
Say this baby's a girl.
What's wrong?
So when am I good now? Like, cause I kind of been like,
Whoa.
yeah, like sometimes I just be wanting nipples and I'm not thirsty.
What is happening?
I'm out here. I know we parked our car here, and it's not here.
Our car got stolen. I think what happened is This is the fool who took our car?
I don't recognize him. Do you recognize? He even had a dog in our car.
So let's not do this.
No,
this is a waste of time.
No, it's not.
You could see the innocence leaving.
Yes.
You could see it like just drift off. You can see it, and it's like, I don't necessarily know. So I haven't told you guys the gender, the name, or the birth story, because the truth is, I missed my child's birth. And I'm like, how far apart are their contractions? And she goes, babe, I'm ready to push. And I'm so far away. And at that moment, I felt like a failure. Like I felt like I chose money over my family.
And so one of the things that we came to terms with through couples therapy, through having conversations with our mentor couple, is that like How Married Are You is one of those things that we do together, and it's wonderful, but it's not necessarily contributing.
It's just that it's taking more than it's giving. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm in my office right now. I don't want to go home. I just want to like blink and then wake up on the other side. Like you can have like success, but that doesn't actually mean that you're right, you know?
So in 2016, Rachel and I, she was my girlfriend at the time. We weren't married yet. We just found out that we were pregnant. I just turned 21. She was just 20 at the time. And yeah, we were scared, honestly. And I kind of put her in a tough spot. I guess you could say kind of like an ultimatum. I'm not proud of it, but you know, my bad, George.
No, you're good. You're good, bro.
And I felt like I wasn't ready to be a father yet. We had two different routes, you know, either we could go down the abortion route or see it through. And I kind of was pushing her to go through the abortion route. So we planned everything. I, made the appointment, we talked about it, and we were gonna go through with it. And then that night, I went back to my house, was just really just going through all these emotions of like, man, am I doing the right thing? Pretty much. And I just remember like just Googling like fatherhood, how is it to be a father, and just stuff like that, and Beleaf channel showed up. And I think it was perfect timing. I think it was God's timing, honestly, because I was able to see all these videos that he had, and I got to just see so much joy that he had with his family. And it was crazy because the next day when we were supposed to go to this appointment, we just ended up, pulling through a drive-through, got some food, and went back home, and pretty much told her like, yo, I apologize to Rachel, and let her know that, I was in the wrong. And then I showed her Beleaf's channel.
Gosh, I don't want to talk. I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna lie. Lately, I've been asking myself the question, like, is it worth it? It's like, I don't know. Like, to be completely honest, I don't know. Yeah. It's hard to answer that question because I definitely believe in belief in fatherhood. We've heard stories about children actually being born as a result of their engagement with our content. We've heard stories of reconciliation. We've heard stories of restored hope. There's just been so much that has come as a result of us sharing our lives. But it's hard.
I'll say thank you so much, because it's, me having my family right now, I can only imagine how it is to be able to, have your family out there for everyone else to see, For him to be transparent as he is, it definitely changed me, because I was able to see it at a time of need. And it definitely changed my life really, really much. Like, my daughter turned 5 this year, and that's the craziest thing. And I would say thank you, Beleaf. I really, really thank you.
For me personally, I think it is, I know it is watching my husband live in his purpose. After so many years of him not wanting to talk about his work, and all the things, and just seeing how he lights up when he gets to record a video or edit a video or release his art into the world. That is what makes it worth it sometimes. That is it.
Before, when you would ask me what I do, I would tell you that I'm an MC. And I would also say that I'm a father. But now, the lines are very murky. There is no differentiation between what I do and who I am. I am a storyteller. And hip hop is one medium to tell a story. And so are the videos that you watch every week. There really is no limit to what we can do, because the story of a black father has always been silent, but not anymore.
Tell the people hello, somebody can get a witness. It seems like everybody's on somebody else's mission. Until they get my vision, I just love them from a distance. I don't keep people around cause they in your circle. If they don't add to your center, then that can really hurt you.
That Michelle Obama's people wanted to reach out to me to be on a Zoom call with Michelle Obama?
Circles the bullseye. I've been talking to sheep who got the wolf's eye.
And nothing.
Wipe my butt.
Tutors from mother, my hand-me-downs are from brothers. I've been cold. My wife is never sharing the covers, got 5 loaves. I split the bread, it look like a stutter. I keep my network popping, I will my whole life. Look, I probably drop a lot of gems that don't get hype, but it don't matter to me. As long as when you see me, you say, hello, 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 look at me. I've been fresh, I've been walking with my savior. Yes, I'm trying to do my best. Yes, I'm just a bag of bombs, trying to shake up by the flesh. When you see me, never stress. When you see me, you say,
good fathers do not give up. Even when it's hard, even when it's challenging and you feel like you don't belong, you just keep working. In due time, you will reap a harvest. I was supposed to reintroduce myself to the community because we've picked up a lot of subscribers and followers to try to explain who I am, right? And this was my best effort at that. I hope that you guys can see that we do not have it all figured out and we are not perfect, and we are really trying to hone in the truth about who we are, but at the same time show the vulnerability and the difficulty managing a platform, managing influence. But as you can tell, this is not a social media influencer standard type thing. This is a movement. It's more of a missions type vibe. We are trying very much so to change how people see Black fatherhood, how people see Black families, and how important families are, and how foundational they are. And so many people ask me, like, is it worth it, right? How much does it cost? How much does this camera cost? And the truth is, like, I can't answer that because it's costing a lot. It's costing sometimes my sanity. It's costing at times my faith. Sometimes, like, we don't really even know, like, what the outcome is with the family. Like, like, are the kids enjoying being on camera? Are they gonna love it when they're 16? These are questions, real questions that we don't know the answers to, but we're figuring it out. And so we do not have it all together. And we don't pretend to. We actually fail forward. But what we do have is a lot of appreciation for everyone who watches and continue to subscribe and support. And so I'm going to ask you right now to take it a step further in what you do, because just by watching this that it is expensive. It is worth a lot and it costs a lot. And so if you are an avid watcher, that's Uzi. If you're an avid watcher, subscribe, right? If you're a subscriber, like every video you come across. And if you've been subscribed for a while, support us on Patreon. It doesn't just put money in our pockets, but it fuels what we do in the missions that we continue to do on a monthly basis. And so I just have to say that I'm very proud of us, our team, our family, and I am very concerned about where we're going. Every week, every month, every day, we get an email that's like crazy, or someone saying they're really encouraged, or an opportunity comes out of nowhere, and we take all those things in stride. But we know that the mission to equip fathers, give hope to mothers, and inspire children is not finished and is nowhere near complete. And so we are working to accomplish those things. And so I just want to say thank you. In the truest sense, thank you. You are appreciated, and you're valued. And I know that you value us because you give us your time, which we don't deserve, but we appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Protect your life. Keep your network popping. If you're fortunate enough to be doing life with someone else, make sure you watch this video with them. And if they're not around, share it with them. See y'all next time. Peace.
To show you not on your own. I come from where you come from, don't you know you're not alone? I know it's sad that you grew up home without a dad, and let me be the proof that you can be more than you had.
It's obvious to me that our time can be a little bit more careful. When I heard Yvette say that she doesn't know if it's worth it, I just feel like we have to make it worth it, And so we need to do something special to commemorate, just celebrating each other and just getting back to the essence of who we are, not so much what we do or what our role is in society or in this house. Like, we need to find each other again. And that's what's next.
All I know is that I'm saved and I still got hands. All I know is that I'm saved and I still got hands. All I know is that I'm saved and I still got hands. All I know is that I'm saved.